Hello and welcome, everyone. Oops. That's the wrong thing. Hold on. Sorry. My audio is going to flip around while I come and go from the game. Hello. Sorry about the delay. The game had to update. I was like, oh my god. Please. I thought I updated you. Did not. So then I started digging around. I was like, okay, good. It'll be done updating, like, right at 7. And Tabitha called me. So I was on the phone with her. Yes. Be ready for that tomorrow. Yes, I want to leave this play session because I saw something. No, back. Discover. Community Day. Twitch drops, all kinds of stuff. So, we'll be doing that tomorrow. I'll be live from 11 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be joined by Nathan. So far, that's all I'll be joined by. But I was on the phone with Tabitha, and I was like, not the fact I was on the phone with Tabitha. The game was updating. And I was like, it doesn't matter. Tabitha's running me over from 7 o'clock, and I kept poking my head in here, and I was like, well, I'm still updating, so it doesn't really matter. She got home, and then I was like, I have to go hit go live because it's done updating. You can still talk to me, and I sat down in my chair. She's talking to me about work, and I'm just digging around in my settings. So I was like hovering over go live. I was about to click it, and I realized, wait a second, the microphone isn't registering that I'm talking. I was like, wait, the computer updated yesterday. Crap. So I'm digging around in all my settings, rifling through everything, trying to figure out what it was. And when I went to the properties for my microphone, I realized that it had me set at some other weird device as the microphone instead of my actual microphone. So I did that. That got sorted out, and I was like, go live! I'll let Duets hang around for a second thing. I was talking to my lovely wife. What are you chuckling about?
Watching the mattress tray. I wanted to see the toilet bowl thing. That sounds
Which toilet bowl thing?
the one where they were talking about how they pulled it and fell. The toilet
Oh yeah, I didn't record that. Well, because I didn't think it was a whole thing. So what my wife Tabitha is talking about here, we haul a toilet out of an apartment, and we found this Odie brand Liquilock. Basically, it's just like gelatin powder, and you dump it in the toilet, and it turns into jelly. So that way, when you're moving the toilet around, it won't like splash water everywhere. So we put the stuff in the toilet, but all their tank water's blue because they put in one of those blue tablets. They're blue water people. Oops, didn't mute my phone. Muted. Also, your mother says, hey.
I don't want to talk her. No, I'm kidding.
She said she don't want to talk to you. And then she said, I'm kidding. Hi. Could you be careful back there?
Hi, Mom.
You're bashing into my microphone and everything. So we haul the toilet outside. Actually, no. We can't get the toilet up. Because the tank, the bolts that hold the flange bolts that hold the toilet to the ground, I got mine undone and Mike couldn't get his because I was like, we went in 3 people, let's make use of 3 people. So my bolt comes off easy. Mike's is fighting him, so we got a Sawzall, but it's a miniature one. It's a smaller, compact version made by Milwaukee called a Milwaukee Hacksaw. Because it's about the size of a hacksaw compared to a Sawzall. Which, funny story about that, our plumbers, R&R, who usually from R&R, Grayson, the owner's son, and his partner Gary come rolling out. We had to cut a hasp off of a door so we could get in so he could look at something. And I brought my Sawzall with me, and Cody had the hacksaw. And it's this little thing, it's about this big. It fits in your hand, and the blade's about here. So Cody's walking up going, and he looks over at Gary, he's like, I got this. And Gary looks at me and goes, that thing couldn't cut a hot dog. So Cody was like, I charged the Sawzall, don't worry. I got it. We bring it in. Mike gets like 3 revolutions out of the thing before the battery dies. Mike's like, Cody, I thought you charged it. He said, I did, Mike. It's like, it doesn't look like it to me. It's dead. So they're arguing about it. And I was like, well, we got to pull the toilet out anyway. So Mike's like, I got you. And he grabs his wrench and he starts wailing on the side of the toilet and shatters it where the bolt sits. So we're hauling the, like, porcelain scraps out of the apartment. We start getting all that stuff out of there. We load the toilet up on a dolly, and I've got one of my Husky ratchet straps that we've strapped the thing, strapped the toilet to the dolly with, right? So we're hauling it outside. Cody sets it next to the golf carts. You know, the strap will be important in a minute, so I'll get back to that. We install the new toilet. Oh, hello, Beagle. He's under me. We install the new toilet. Everything's going well. We go outside, and Cody's like, how are we going to get this thing back? Because normally if we're hauling stuff, we use the office golf cart because it lets you can sit on the back of it and drag stuff behind it. We didn't have that, so Cody sits at the passenger seat of the gas cart holding the dolly like this, right? So he's pulling it. Oh my god. He's pulling the thing. Mike's like, don't worry, I'll go slow. He blasts down a hill at like Mach 4. Cody loses control of the dolly. I'm riding around like up on the main road, and they're just moving around on the side. I just hear clang, 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 clang. Turn around, and there's toilet chunks flying through the air. I come back over, and Cody's like, I got it. He grabs it and starts dragging it back. The toilet is like split in half in some spots. It's still held together by the strap. We get it down there. It's ripping off the dolly. Cody hands me my strap. I was like, you broke it. He's like, no, I didn't. And I hold up the strap, and it looks like somebody took a knife and just started cutting it. Oh, it was so good. It was so funny. I wish I had been recording it, but I was not prepared to do so. So unfortunately, that did not happen. But it was quite funny. Quite funny indeed. Oh! Hello, Doge. There's a beagle under me. Let's go with the Icy Depths Frozen Horizon ship set. Oh, it was so much fun. I know you're not supposed to have that much fun at work, but don't care. We got all of those apartments done out of the 30, except for 2 of them. One because the resurfacing guys were in one yesterday, and in another one today. So, well, I mean, you can have a certain amount of fun at work, but if once you start having more than a certain amount, you start getting into territory that's like, all right, calm down. Let's get Syndrome, because I'm on the ice boat. Ice boat, Fireman, and Firecat. Okay, let's see. That's what it's doing. Pirate log. Reputation. Tall tales. Stars of a thief, Wild Rose are the trickster. I have a checkpoint for Art of the Trickster. See, the Legendary Storyteller and the Cursed Rogue at these 2 outposts I've completed. I don't need to do them at all anymore. So Plunder Valley's here. Shipwreck Bay, North Star Seapost. Okay, so Plunder Valley's closer, but where I need to go now, I need to go up to either Sailor's Bounty. Actually, I think I'm going to have to go up to Sailor's Bounty. It's the only place I can go. It's all right. Cody was bent over. So we're in the bathroom, and the flooring, one of the flooring companies. So we use one flooring company. It was Got You Floored, which pretty great company name. Not gonna lie, works real well. Pretty great. If you have any issues with them, you call the owner, Denise, and be like, "Hey, stop it. Somebody's doing something they're not supposed to." And she's like, "What is it? Show me proof." We'd show them what they did. And she'd go, "Cool." And she'd be like, "You're fixing it. You're going back to fix it. You're not getting paid for a trash job like this. So go back and fix it if you want anything for the job. And if you don't, you're gone." So that happened a few times. Now I guess they were bought out by another company, Impact Flooring, because they're a bigger company that acquired them. They still do a lot of the same stuff, but basically the way these flooring companies work around here is it's one company, and they contract out a bunch of smaller groups that do work for the big company. I guess is how that ends up working. I'm not 100% certain, but that's the way it sounds. Because all these guys come up in unmarked trucks, but it's never the same group of guys. You'll see the same, 6 groups coming in, but it's never the same, 2. Like, our resurfacing guys, it's just 2 guys. So they roll up, and they just work all the time. But some of them have been cutting tile and mounting it on the wall as baseboard. Instead of that, you know how a lot of places will do that, I think it's like bullnose tile, that has like a curve on it to, put on the end of the bathtub, or it'll come down and sort of roll to meet the floor. We don't have any of that tile, so what they do is they just cut their tile and they stick it up there, so it looks, it looks real nice. It looks really nice when they finish it. Unfortunately, the only real thing we can do if they're not doing that is we have to cut baseboard, but it's usually our baseboard ends up being like this tall, and the space we need is about this tall. We don't have any of the super tall decorative baseboard that sticks up that much further, that has the swoop design, looks real fancy, but it's kind of trashy because it's garbage quality. So we have a tile cutter that I described as a piece of trash, because it's it's not like a tile saw or anything. It's one of those, it's literally just like a mounted cutting wheel that has a hump that you set the tile on, and you drag the cutter across it, and it's got a pressure bar, and you push down on it, and where you scored the tile, it breaks. It works, and it works well. It's just kind of a piece of trash. We used that thing to cut a bunch of tile. It took us a lot longer than it would have done to do the baseboard, but it looked a lot nicer. Most of the backsplash isn't even a backsplash. It's just, in some places there is a tile backsplash, and if that's there, then our resurfacing guys just resurface it. They do the countertop. It all matches. It ends up looking pretty nice. Where am I going to go? Let's mark Stars of a Thief, because that's closer than Sailor's Bounty. It's not much closer. Close to finishing Wild Rose. Yes, let's go northwest. Oh, that's about the way I'm facing. Excellent. Oh, well, the whole reason I brought up the tile baseboard is Cody was mounting the tile baseboard today. And Cody's pretty notorious for plumber crack. And Mike takes a tube of caulk unopened and takes the tip of it and goes bloop right between the cheeks. Cody was like, whoa! He jumped up about 4 feet. He told us he used to do granite work, like with the granite countertop, and he was in a lady's home putting in the granite countertop, and he's like hauling that heavy stuff. You know, you can feel that you're starting to lose it. You're like, but both your hands are holding the huge granite countertop in place, so you can't really do anything about it. And the woman walks up behind him and puts her finger between his cheeks and goes, makes the noise and everything. He said the other guy holding the other end of the countertop fell over. He was laughing so hard they almost broke it. Oh. Interesting times. Never a dull moment. Quarters. Yeah, it was an interesting week. Drifting way too much. Nichols is in the other room just yelling. And his, I kind of want attention, but don't come over here sound he makes. We had a resident the other day. She called the office and complained that we picked up all of the bulk trash around the property. So, if you're unaware what I mean by that, I mean box springs, mattresses, couches, you know, furniture, big stuff like that. Holy God, that's not good. Hope everything's all right. This resident complains that we're setting all the bulk trash in the parking space next to her car. Well, you know what's... So, the parking space we're putting it in is here. Her car is here. Do you know what's over here? Our 40-foot roll-off dumpster. You know, the big dumpster that we put the trash in. It was full. She took a picture of it, sent it to the office, and called and complained that we were making too much noise and we're being gross by not putting that stuff in the dumpster. Get over yourself, lady. Ugh. That sounds fun. Yeah, the roll-off was picked up and emptied by Republic, company that handles all our trash. They came by, they picked it up, they dumped it, and they brought it back, like they're supposed to. Well, Mike and Alex went down to the roll-off, and they loaded up all the trash that was outside of it in the now empty dumpster. Right? Well, the dumpster was basically full again because our contractor was coming through and all the like boxes and stuff from appliances. That needed to be, all that stuff needed to be thrown away. All the old stuff we were pulling out of the apartments has to be thrown away. But you can't put appliances in there. They won't empty it if there's appliances. So those all sit outside of it. I apologize. Those all sit outside of it. We have probably like 6 or 7. We used to have 6 or 7 scrappers that would come by and just roam the property looking for scrap metal to scoop and get rid of. You know, now they've all been beat out by this one old man with a Texas license plate on his Dodge pickup truck. He always wears an old Alabama hat, and I don't think I've ever seen this man not wearing a mask, ever. He's always wearing that same mask over his face. He keeps trying to get us to help him. Well, he doesn't do it anymore because now I just flat ignore him, pretend he's not there. After I've told him 5 or 6 times that we can't help him load that stuff in his truck, and he keeps asking us. Tabitha wanted me to tell you that she's not watching the stream, but she's in the same room. She's on the other side of the green screen. So we went and we had to pull an old stove out of an apartment. We're dragging it over to the roll-off, and we throw it next to the, like, in the space next to the roll-off, like we always do. And as we're pulling off, she comes out. She's like, "You're just gonna leave that there?" And Mike just turns and yells at her because we're a good like 50 feet away from her. He's like, "That's where it goes." She's like, "No." Mike goes, "That's where it goes," and just drives off. We went to the office to tell them that this was happening, and when we walk through the door, she's already on the phone with the office complaining. I don't know why. Because that stove didn't even sit out there 10 minutes before that old man rolled up and scooped it. Stuck it right in the back of his truck. What's up, Syndrome? Brig? Nope, it's a sloop though. Parked over at Daggertooth. Drifting south. Stay due west. I swear you can't win for losing. You're very loud, Syndrome. You purr like Quarters does. Hear you on the other side of the ship. Am I still drifting south? Finally got a whole quarter turn into it. Yep. Flying solo tonight. Nathan has got pretty much the entire day tomorrow to sail with me. We'll be doing the bonus stream from 11 to 3 Eastern Time, so we'll be live doing Community Day stuff. There's the seat post. So we'll be doing Community Day then. And I'll be on later than that, but that's what time I'm going to be streaming. There's another sloop. parked off. Is that Lone Cove? That's the Reaper's hideout over there. I didn't even stop to examine the outpost very much. They updated the game. They removed the current, or well, they removed the previous event, which was the Shrouded Deep. So that event is now gone. But in preparation of Season 7, they've added some stuff to the outposts. They've started doing that here lately, is when they've got new content coming out, they'll sort of halfway tease it by putting some of it in, without putting it in. So what they've done is, on outposts, now they've taken a, like a lot of them have an extra dock that's not being used, like it's another place for you to park your ship. But people have posted pictures of a dock with a cart with, like, it looks like canvas or some sort of fabric laying in it, with a ship's mast laying on the dock, possibly supplies, and people are sort of guessing that it's alluding to ship customization, which it does seem to be that way. If that's the case, that is very interesting. I could do a lot with that. Well, the problem with this, with the server, I think the problem with the events was so many people tried to log on to the event last season, that they didn't have enough server space open for everybody, I think is what happened. Because, I mean, some people reported being able to get in just fine, and I was able to get in just fine, but there were a lot of people struggling. Yeah, it's just called opening up more server space. Who's that? Charlie's texting about Warzone. Which is fine. I just never have it updated, and every time somebody wants to play it, I'm always in the middle of doing something else. So, kind of not worried about it at all. There we go. Stars of a Thief. This will be 4 out of 5, I think. Ooh, got stuck. Okay, face the North Star. I can see the island where we left it hidden out of sight. Face the North Star, so look north. Oh, look, there's an island. Brr, brr, brr. Okay, not sure why I scraped there. Wasn't that close to the dock. I had to jump the gap myself. Scoop. Oh, come on, go up. Alright. Rep, Tall Tales. Stars of a Thief. I've completed it 3 times. Yes. So if I complete it this time, that would be 4. I only have to do it 1 more time. It'll be all set. Ready to roll. Not that. Get this. There it goes. Thank God. I was like, don't tell me you're doing this. Right near a solitary hanging lantern. Solitary hanging lantern. Scoop. Ancient spyglass. I now have a chest, or like ancient enchanted. Might have said ancient enchanted spyglass. I don't know. I halfway read it. Lost an eye. So, one eye. One-eyed shark. So, keep his back to his rival, which should be his rival in the sky. Proud Eagle, which I believe is associated with, oops, Plunder Valley, so that would be Sharkbait Cove, more than likely. Nice. Snake's Deception. The moon shaped my isle, my favorite. Oh, the moon shaped isle, my favorite. So that's Crescent Isle. Beneath earth on the smallest islet on Snake Isle. Snake Isle because it's got the snake over it. So, should be. There we are. Oh, actually, no, maybe not. So from, actually... Which direction is the snake? Because each one is a compass point. I just have to find the snake. That's the Kraken. Proud Eagle. Oh wait, the Proud Eagle is the northwest, so it's back to the Proud Eagle. Be south. Let's just go to Sharkbait Cove. I know I'm going to have to go to N17. N17. Pretty sure that's it. Fish. That's the eagle. Oh god, it hurts my eyeballs. Oh, it's the boat. Okay, good. The bear. Glimmerfish. northeast. So it's in 12. That's what it is, right? It's near Shrine of Flooded Embrace? I'm not sure. I don't remember. I'm sort of rambling and halfway remembering how to do this one. Give me 1 second. I want to sail halfway across the world. Be wrong. Come on. Okay, so I am right about Shark Bay Cove. What was the other one? Snake's Deception. From Crescent Isle. Snake. Beneath the earth on the smallest islet. So the snake is west by northwest of Crescent Isle. So west by northwest. Disregard. The picture is Smuggler's Bay, though. But there's nothing west by northwest. Okay, so northeast is what's the closest island there. Let's see. Okay, let's head northwest. Shoot the gap through here. That's what I meant to do. I meant to talk to Alex about the new refrigerant. I'm gonna mention this again tomorrow. I'll talk to Nathan. I don't know what maintenance is gonna look like in the near future. They're talking about doing away, like phasing out one of the refrigerants, R410A. So the main refrigerant that was used for a while is R22. It's an HCFC though, hydrochlorofluorocarbon, which is damaging to the ozone layer. So they stopped manufacturing it. Well, they only actually, I think, just like a year or two ago, I think 2020, they stopped manufacturing R22. Straight up. For years, they've had a drop-in, so you can remove the R22 and replace it with R421A, which is a similar refrigerant, but doesn't, because it's a drop-in, it doesn't require you. Is that the island I need to be at? No, it's Lonely Isle. I just need to be heading west now. But because it's a drop-in, you don't have to, like, replace the compressor. The same compressors using the same oil and everything will still work. You just remove the R22 and replace it with the 421A. They have... The replacement for R22 for all new units has been R410A. The R, of course, being refrigerant in all of these. So they've been working on all that. From what I understand, January 1st, 2023, they're going to do away with R410A. You'll still be able to buy it, and you'll still be able to use it, but brand new systems won't use it, and you won't be able to buy new systems with that as the standard anymore, which is going to change a lot. Because it sounds like this new stuff is going to require a lot more training. I mean, you're supposed to have a refrigerant card, a refrigerant license, basically. It allows you to purchase and utilize refrigerant. There's, of course, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning certifications and all that. But it sounds to me like this new stuff is going to be a whole other thing. I'm talking, like, listed as mildly flammable. So it's flammable, which means that could be dangerous. I have to change. I've been reading some stuff, and some people are saying they're going to have to change building codes if that's going to be a thing. But if that happens, it's going to require a lot more, like, hands-on training for maintenance crews and HVAC companies. It's going to be a whole thing. I don't know how true any of this is. That's what I've been hearing. The Glimmerfish. Oop, right over him. Did that count? Because I definitely missed him. Oops. And the smallest islet. That's not that one. That one's bigger. So is that one. You look bigger. Nope, I was mistaken. Give me the star jewel. South and a splash east. Okay, game just crashed. That's uncommon. Has my desktop audio been muted the whole time? No, I just muted it. Disregard. I just muted it. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong. Is it thunder? Details. Xbox App Services. Streamlabs. System. Sea Thieves game. NVIDIA Display Center. I do have to update my NVIDIA. I do have to update my drivers. Okay. Yes, I would love to rejoin my previous session, of which my boat has probably slammed into something and is sinking. Give me 1 second while it loads. I'll be right back. Holy crap. Oh. Badness is happening. How much water is in the boat? Oh my god, it's really bad. Oh, it's not bad at all. Oh, that sounds real bad though. Come on, Syndrome. I don't have anything. My whole inventory's gone. Yes, I scooped the quarters to show him off. Smashed into Wanderer's Refuge. I moved. I was up here, turning around, and I drifted all this way straight into Wanderer's Refuge. Well, it's like I time traveled a little bit. Any holes? Holes in the boat. Holes in the boat. Don't want no holes in the boat. We're good. Okay, I just need to get cannonballs. I have nothing in my inventory. You know what? Just for good measure, let's grab some flares too. Why not? Hey, quiet down back there. So I'm currently learning how to play Dyson Sphere program, and it is complicated. It is very complicated. So you have to, like, make... So other games, science is a currency, and this is one of those where you want to unlock stuff. Like, think, like, if you've played Civilization. You generate science, and the science is used to unlock the next technology in the tree. And each successive technology requires more and more science to research. So eventually you hit like a wall if you don't change some stuff. Well, the way this game works is you build different types of... you build a matrix, or different plural is matrices. You'll, the first one I think is an electromagnetic matrix. It's a blue. And you make that by combining microchips and magnetic coils, which are pretty simple to make. One of the first, like, complex items you make. 'Cause you can make, like, you start out making, like, magnets and plates, but you have to use combine the magnets with copper copper plates to get magnetic coils, for example. Old Salts Atoll. Let's go southeast. So you have to combine a couple of different things to get the thing that you want. The next one is an energy matrix. The energy matrix is made by combining, I think it's energetic graphite. So you take coal, you run it through a smelter to refine it. You know, basically just a refining thing. And you change the coal to graphite, like energized graphite. Energetic graphite, I think it's called. Which you can burn as a fuel. But you also need that as a research item to produce half of the energy matrix. The other half is made of hydrogen. And the way you get hydrogen is there's like plasma refining, which is the first like refining you do. You pump out oil. You run the crude oil through the plasma refining, and it breaks it down into two products. Refined oil and hydrogen. So then you pump the hydrogen out, and you use it to make the energy matrix. So now I've found myself having to do some kind of loop where I do X-ray cracking, because I don't have... It's a thing I just researched, where you take hydrogen and refined oil, and you break it down. You turn it into, I think, 3 hydrogen and 1 energetic graphite. So I've got to cycle all this stuff together in a big loop, and I've got to do more and more of it to get enough to get a bunch of energy matrices. Eventually I'll get to the point where I don't have to do all this weirdness, and you can just fly into the orbit of a gas giant and attach collectors and just suck up hydrogen. Which I'm already looking forward to, and it's a ways off. I'm already tired of dealing with hydrogen, and it's going to be something I have to deal with for a while. Rooting around in it is making me... It's one of those things where it's super complicated, and I like stuff that's super complicated. As long as I can wrap my head around it. If I can't wrap my head around it, then I give up on it. Oh, I left the game, so I have to scroll all the way back through. Lost an eye. Snake's Deception. One Eye's Daughter. I'll hide it here in depths below and keep my back to rival in the sky. So no sky. Underwater. There's a cave here. So here's some thunder brewing. So there is a chance... Let's just say there's a chance that I may lose power. I don't think it's a very high chance. It's not a very high likelihood. But if I suddenly go offline, that means a storm has knocked out my power or my internet. Okay? So don't worry. I don't think there's supposed to be any severe weather, but... Ooh. I don't know if there's another cave here. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like there's another cave. It's the only cave I know about. I need something. It talks about specifically a shark. Old One-Eye is the shark. Oh, there it is. There's a little half cave under here. Alright, checkpoint. Done. So I have to do 3 things now. I have to go to the next location to put the star jewels that I've collected into a statue to open a vault and collect a totem. No, I think it just spits out a totem. I don't remember exactly. Then I have to see what totem it is, go and open that vault, and that will give me one of the jewels for the thing, for the Shroud Breaker, and then I will use that. Then I will return to Suds and be like, "Here is your jewel. Here is the jewel. Thank you, sir." And he'll be like, "I'll hold on to this for you." Yes, indeedly do. I will. That is how Suds talks. It's not really, but it's more fun to imagine him talking like that. Let's go away. So it means we need to go north by northeast. Syndrome. Syndrome. Pay attention. Okay, now he's dancing. Because I started playing next to him. I like that their dance is basically them, like, conducting. Looks like I'm just run smack into Snake Island. Oh no, I'll be cutting it close. Depends on how much I drift. No. No. Well, tomorrow during the bonus stream, we're going to be doing Athena stuff, probably several Legend of the Veil missions. You know, if there's other opportunities to collect more gold and more rep, probably take advantage of them. There'll be a lot of Reapers about, because the most lucrative is to be Reaper. Is that a brig? Is indeedly do a brig. Actively moving. have to stop playing. Sailing in my general direction. Ship does have a slight glow about it. Rainbow flag usually indicates trolls, I have noticed. Just be on your way. I am not here. I am here, I just have no treasure. They are sticking close to the island, though. Oh, they're coming around. About. Great. I don't even have any treasure. That's a cleat, not a pulley. They're definitely sailing after me. Much on me that's terribly useful. Let's go ahead and just grab more stuff. Probably gonna try to fire on me. Maybe try to get somebody close to the ship. It's a pretty usual strategy. Have to go due north. In just a minute, which would put me decidedly at a speed disadvantage. I don't like to blunder, but it seems to be the best strategy for PvP. Still behind me. Seeing as how I don't even have anything that's worth it. I'm going to this island anyway. I'm just gonna do this. Okay, they don't have as much of an advantage as I was afraid they were going to have. Still trying to shoot me for some reason. I don't even have any food. Bye, ship. I'm drowning. I don't care if they sink my ship or not. They're just gonna find out it's empty. There ain't nothing there. Sneeze coming on. I think I was right where I needed to be, just over on this side. I was too worried about the other ship. Get their way out there now. There it is. Okay. Either got bored and left me alone, or they're still chasing my ship. I'm not sure which one. Scarab totem. Queen plotted, along with the one-eyed spy, they would kill the teacher and his two-legged pupil. One-Eye attacked under cover of night, but Warmonger was ready and won the fight. He made a weapon of the victim's tooth, went to hunt a bigger foe. notice. Was there a checkpoint for that? I was like, I need to pay attention if there's a checkpoint, because there is. I can just cancel the tall tale and pick up from the checkpoint when I get back to my ship. It'll just give me a totem. I think there is. Is it a kraken? Oh no. Okay, set the totem down on the island. Is that for me bashing around? I don't see the other ship. Oh, yep, there it is. They've been shooting at me. Not gonna do anything, I'm just gonna let the boat keep doing what it is. You know what? Where am I? Skull Keep. I don't really want to reveal that I'm on the boat. Oops. Of course, they think somebody's here already. These guys are pretty good. Any more holes in the boat? I don't think so. What about mast? Mast taking any damage? Something took damage. Oh, my capstan. Oh my. There's a little hole in the boat. I hear it sloshing up, filling with water. There you are. Are they still giving chase? They are. Actually, no, I think they've left. I thought they had left my ship alone. When I turned around, it's like, doesn't appear to be anybody here. Is that your way of saying that you give up? I don't think so. They're going to turn and come after me, I'm sure. Southwest. Like South by Southwest or something. There's another ship over there. Is that them? Crook's Hollow. On the map, I was like, "Well, I'm very close to that island." I was like, nope, not as close as I was afraid I was." That looks like it right there. I'm heading a little too far in one direction. While I'm sailing, I really should be doing this. Okay, so the different constellations are: the Patient Turtle, raises island's oldest creature; Great Warrior, thirst for war, still lives on; Singing Snake, soothes, strangles, was once Hydra head; Unending Flame, Tear of the Sun, warms the seas; Great Kraken, Old Mother, chained by ancients; Iron Scarab, taught tools to man, 6 legs, not 8; One-Eye Shark, spy for Kraken, fights with Scarab; Sea Queen, great power, made eternal promise; Courting Crab, loves Queen, protects her beaches; Glimmerfish, guided ancients, last of his kind; Proud Eagle, never lands, unbreakable talons; Golden Feather, cast from eagle, fletch for arrow; Sleeping Bear, wise old judge, all respect her; Old Boar, angry in winter, tame in spring; Tar Pitch Boat, rowed by hand; oh, it's that red plant that always catches my eye. I'm like, there's something there. Nope, it's just a red plant. Always that one red plant. There's a reef around here too, so be careful. Reef's on the other side. There's my totemic item. Haha! Scarab! Let's make like a tree and get out of here. I feel bad for that brig crew. It chased my boat. They tried to sink it and gave up when I was not on it almost the entire time they were chasing it. I thought for sure my ship was done for. What am I doing? I don't even need the map. can see it. That's it. It's just a rock. Yep, it's a rock. I didn't want to stop playing my song, so I'm just going to stop the boat a little far out. Stop that. I'm just going to have to swim back. Ooh, choppy bear. So I'm just going to run until I finish this tall tale, which I'm on the final stages of it now. I just have to complete the vault, get the item, and sail back to Suds, and I'm done. Which the vault shouldn't be too bad. Pretty quick. Scarab Totem. Open Sesame. Oh yeah, I don't even have to do it. I'm used to the first one, so. Okay, the Queen plotted. Along with the one-eyed spy. So the shark is the one-eyed spy. They would kill the teacher. Oh, you know what? The scarab taught man and his two-legged pupil. One eye attacked under cover of night. Back to shark. Warmonger was ready and won the fight. He made a weapon of the victim's tooth. Want to hunt a bigger foe. Shroudbreaker Stone. Cool. Easy peasy chicken squeezy.
Return to Suds at the North Star Seapost.
Sure thing. I have to swim all the way back out to my boat now. I'll be there in 10 minutes. But I'll have 4 or 5 done on this one. And once I set sail, I'm going to check the rest of them. I need to do the Shores of Gold. So the 9th Tall Tale 2 more times. I think I need to do Revenge of the Morning Star 3 times. Fate of the Morning Star 2 times. I need to do Stars of a Thief, this one more time. I think Wild Rose 1 or 2. I'm not sure. I get fuzzy after the ones that I know. I know this one because I'm doing it right now. So I know I had 3 of 5, so this will be 4. So north by northwest. Might be able to catch a little wind, but not much. Let's go ahead and trying to see if I can grab the rowboat. I did manage to catch the wind. Because even if that's the case, I'll just keep blasting through and then I'll turn due west once I get to about Shipwreck Bay. Is that another sloop? I think it is. It's bigger than that. Okay, come on, quit bobbing. That's a brig. I bet it's that same crew. That's alright. Shoot the gap right here. Still ways off, but the one over by the Sea Dogs Tavern. So a new teacher. Sorry, I was like, teacher. Which one's the teacher in his two-legged pupil? Iron Scarab taught tools to man. There you go. This is Lady D. I apologize. Sorry. So, there's the Sea Dogs Tavern. Passage Drift. There's Suds and our North Star Sea Post. This area I just sailed through is the Sea Dogs outpost. The Sea Dogs are a now defunct group. They're no longer part of the Sea of Thieves. The Sea Dogs was the arena where you could go do PvP. And the way that worked was you could either crew a sloop of 2 or galleon of 4, and they loaded you up in a server with, I think it was 3 or 4 other ships. And they gave you a ton of food, all coconuts. They gave everybody all the same food. They gave everybody all the same cannonballs, just a ton of them. And you got there was a different currency, silver, and the amount of silver you had dictated your place, and then they awarded you gold based on how well you placed. You got silver for killing other crew members, for just hitting the other ship with cannonballs, for turning in the specific Sea Dogs treasure chest, and it was like the can I see it from here? Like this one here. The Reaper's chest that has the, swirly lights. It's like that, but they were all purple. It's just purple lights coming up off of it, and they were always coming off of it at all times. So, if someone was carrying it, you could see it, drifting through. And take it to a specific place to turn it in. The whole thing. It was just, Arena was ridiculous. Not enough people played it. They shut it down. And now there's no reason for that to be there. Other than, memories. I played a few matches, and it was enjoyable. It's not something I could have just played to death, though, like a lot of people did. Never keep enough of the crew on to do it.
North Star Sea Post.
Alright, Suds, I'm coming in with the thing. Hello, Sarek. What fish is that? You want Suds?
No, where Suds leave those ephemeral charms?
Tall Tales. Okay, so I've completed the Shroudbreaker, the Cursed Rogue, the Legendary Storyteller. All 3 of those are done. Stars of a Thief, I have done it 3 times. Once Suds is done, Jabberjaw, he will. I'll complete it a 4th time. So I'll have 1 more to do, and I will have completed the Stars of the Thief. Thank you. Wild Rose, I've done it 3 times. I have to do it 2 more. Wild Rose is a good one. Art of the Trickster, I've done it twice, so I have to do it 3 more times. I've got most of it done. I've got half of it done for a 3rd time. And then there's Fate of the Morning Star, which I've done 3 times. Revenge of the Morning Star, which I think I've done twice. Yep, I have to do that 3 more times. What's that one? And then Shores of Gold, which I have to do twice. Let's go fight the Gold Hoarder 2 more times. So I was digging through, seeing what all I had. I didn't get very far. Perhaps it did. Perhaps I got way further than I thought I did. Look, there she goes. I'll be on Saturday, tomorrow for the bonus stream, 11 to 3. So make sure if you want to check that out, that's where I'll be, joined by Nathan. Yep. Alright, well, that's going to wrap my stream up for the evening. I want to thank y'all for dropping by and checking it out. I'll be live again tomorrow, Saturday, from 11 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a bonus stream. Doing Community Day 2 on the Sea of Thieves. Thanks so much for dropping by and checking it out, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. Have a great rest of your night.